All right, boys and girls, I just got the listing agreement signed on 36 acres. And I really wanted to showcase it on my YouTube. Especially, I've had a couple of you guys reach out about land, and I had to say, this is the most well-maintained 36 acres I have ever seen in my entire life. And you'll see why in just a second. All right, so when I look at this property, it almost looks like a pine savanna. It's probably one of the prettiest views I've ever seen in Spotsylvania. The owner, it was select cut at some point. For the most part, the 36 acres is open. So it's already been cleared. We'll talk about that and why that could be an advantage for you down the road. The pines that are there now are big. I like to call them power line poles because that's exactly what they would be used for if they were cut down today. There are a couple of pretty nice swells to the property, so it gives you some topo throughout the property, but really there are some ideal home sites on this property. Coming out through the swell, you'll go over a hilltop and you'll see that's where I think, like ideally, a home site would be. But there's many of them, depending where you want to put your house, there is. Now the property was perked 20 years ago, so we don't really have any information on it right now. The owner welcomes any study period like that to make sure that you can build the house in the place you really want it to. So it's a really cool property. Like I said, 36 acres, and for the most part, it is select cut. They left quite a few trees kind of scattered throughout. Now the owner has gone through and finish cut everything and then weed whacked around everything. And that's why I said it's like the most well-maintained property. What I would like to think about this is, one, if you want more privacy, one, you can always plant more trees. But two, from a building aspect, now we're not talking about spending 20, 30, 40, $50,000 and clearing your house site, clearing driveway, getting power to it. There are some good advantages with this already being pretty much prepped for a home site throughout the whole property. It's a really unique property for here in Spotsylvania. So if you're ever looking at Lake Anna State Park, and this is about 4 minutes away, you're essentially there as far as this property is concerned. You're about 20 minutes away from the Courthouse, Route 1 area, Massaponics, maybe a little bit further out to Route 3. But to find 36 acres that close to town and so well maintained, it's just unique property. So I wanted to showcase it. So anyway, I'm gonna leave a link down for all our new construction projects we have going on right now. And if you want to look at this property and you want to look at builders, call me. I'm your guy for that. So we have a bunch of new builders that love to build on this property, I can promise this. And I think this is gonna be a really hot property just because it's maintained so well. It is in a little gated community that has a small HOA of about $500 a year. There's only maybe 12 or 10 lots in this whole neighborhood. You do kind of get a small community feel while still having 36 acres. And I believe reading through the HOA, you can have livestock and horses and stuff like that. So anyway, if you guys would like to check it out, feel free to reach out. I'd love to show you.